How did it happen as far as training Jesus Cuellar?
Cuellar, he showed up here. He walked in and said, "I want you to train me."
I talked to Robert Garcia. He said with you in his corner, it's going to be a tougher fight against Abner Mares.
Yeah, thank you. That's a compliment. Thank you.
What does Andre Ward have to do in order to beat Sergey Kovalev? Freddie?
I'd like to see him get some of that dust off in the tune-up fight, and hopefully he'll get back to his old self. But I think that 2-year layoff. I don't think that helped him any.
If you had to lean towards someone, would you lean towards Ward now, based on Kovalev's performance?
No, I'm good friends with. Well, I'm friendly with both guys. They're both nice guys. The best man will win. I don't have a favorite in that fight. I thought Kovalev was the way he's been fighting. I thought maybe he had the edge until Monday night, and then but now that changes. But you're only as good as your last fight. That's the truth. It's very true.
How big is that fight for you, Kovalev Ward?
I think it's a huge fight. I think it does well. It's not the biggest pay-per-view ever, but it'll do okay.
Does that determine who one of the best pound-for-pound fighters is right now, Freddie, or is that still Triple G?
I feel, I still like Triple G the best, but he gets one of those guys a little bit closer, yeah.
So I know you said Triple G, you think is the best fighter right now. Is he your best pound-for-pound fighter, or is he just somewhere in that list, or who do you have in your pound-for-pound, Freddie?
He's number one. I like him. I like the way he fights. If you watch him and see how he controls the ring and how he cuts the ring off, and the way he sets people up for the big shots, he's much more intelligent fighter than people realize. I feel he's very, very clever. I like the way I like it. I mean, I teach I try to teach what he does to all my fighters, and not everyone can do it, but he's amazing at it. I mean, ring generalship is like, no one thinks about it because nobody fucking knows it anymore, but it was the first thing I was taught by my trainer, Andy Fudge, and it's something that stuck with me my whole life. So, if you put yourself in a good position 90% of the time, you're gonna win 90% of the fight. I promise you.
Freddie,
that's what he does.
Does the Canelo fight still happen, Freddie? I mean, they pushed it all the way to 2017 now.
Canelo, I mean, I have no fear about Manny fighting him. He's the only thing I think I'm gonna try to get on him is that there's got to be a limit of how much he can gain from from the official weigh-in to getting in the ring. We got to have a catch weight somewhere where he can't gain 30 pounds. I mean, it's too much of an advantage. Manny's not that big of, Manny's a very small 47-pounder. Manny walks around like at home right now, and he's probably 138, 140.
So you can still make 135 if you want to.
He can, yes, but 40 is a better weight for him. I like 40 is more natural for him, and he can have breakfast at 140. He likes breakfast. It's true. It's true. I'm not lying.
What's his go-to breakfast meal? The fight day.
Same as every other meal. Steak, rice.
Sounds like a good meal.
It's all the same.
Do you think Canelo fights Triple G? They pushed it all the way to September 2017. They've had those agreements before. Do we still expect that fight, or is it kind of?
The thing is, it's a business, and you got to make as much money as you can. And these guys do have to retire, and they still have to take care of their families for a long time after retirement, and so forth. So they got to secure themselves forever. And I just don't know if there's enough money in that fight right now. Because Triple G, he might be the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, but he's not the best pay-per-view audience getter in the world. I mean, he doesn't have a big audience on pay-per-view. I think because he hasn't really had the right opponents. And maybe that's not his fault. Maybe there's a lot of guys out there that won't fight him, but I mean, I'm sure he'll fight anybody because, boxers in general aren't scared of anybody. Fighters are, believe me, Canelo is not fighting that fight with Triple G because of his promoters. It has nothing to do with his decision. I don't think. There's a business end of it also, and you've got to listen to your managers and promoters sometimes.
Sucks for the fighter because they have to fall on the sword because the audience only sees
Yes,
one side of it.
of course.
Freddie, if the Triple G versus Eubanks fight would have happened, what do you think of that?
Eubank is okay, but he's not even close to what his father was. He's not that good. Eubank is killed in that fight. I'm not a big fan of Eubank. No, I'm not. Eubank Sr. was a good fighter, tough guy. Had a lot of balls. I fought against him a couple of times. Tough guy. But his son, not even close.
Would you have been happy if the fight with Triple G would have been against a legit middleweight that's coming up and not Kell Brook?
The thing is, you have to take into consideration, he's a middleweight champion. Kell Brook offered to go up in weight. He's going to be a middleweight now. It really is not Triple G's fault. I mean, the thing is, I don't think any these, like, what happened to the mandatory? Where's the mandatories and stuff like that? You know, why aren't these officials pushing the mandatory so the best has to fight the best at some point? You know, but like, it just doesn't seem to happen.
What about Daniel Jacobs calling out Triple G?
Daniel Jacobs, who's he?
Danny Jacobs knocked out Peter Cuellar in one round.
Oh, that guy. Jacobs, the kid with cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, I like him. He's not a bad kid. He trained here before. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot who he was for a second. Yeah, calling out Triple G? I like that. That's a good fight. No, that's a real fight. That's a real good, but he's a good boxer also.
And he can crack.
He can punch a little bit, but he's a better boxer than people realize. I feel he had a great amateur career too. I mean, that's a real fight. I like that.
Freddie, I know we talked about it, but so the fans can hear. As far as Miguel Cotto update, I know the Marquez fight doesn't look like it's happening. Just insight for the fans.
You know what? They did give me two names, but I promised I wouldn't. I can't. They put me on lockdown because Bob Arum tells me shut the fuck up. That's all he tells me to do. Is shut up. So they asked me to shut up too. So I just get it. A couple days I'll know. Then I'll tell you, okay?
Are you satisfied with the names though?
Yeah.
You don't have to give us both names, just give us one.
Will it be, you know the Marquez fight was supposed to be like at 147 or a catch weight at 150. Is this going to be a legit 154 fight, or is it going to be a catch weight fight? If you can give us that info.
I believe this fight's going to be at 54. Yeah. But, you know why he does catch weights though, right?
Why?
Because because that's what I did to him when he fought back
Manny.
here. So he's getting me back still.